Okay, so is anybody taking advantage of this? If you are, you should have already been on profit on gold on D30. You should have already been on profit on US 100, and you should be on profit on US 30. Yes, I'm still following them up, including gold. I am still buying each and every one of them. I am still buying them. So you can just you don't need to, of course, you don't need to stay long in this. It's just a very quick and nice pips that you can actually take advantage of. All right, so you can yeah, you can take advantage of the buy and just make some good quick profit from it. Make some quick profits. Gold is still pushing all the way up. Gold is still pushing all the way up. So I don't know if you're on it. If you are, you should be making some good profit. Like I said, if you join early, you'll make some profit. Of course, you should be able to make some profit from this if you join early. Okay. That is basically that. I'm not going to be sharing my screen until when most of us have joined. Okay, so US 30 is still bubbling up. US 100 is still bubbling up. US 2000, gold and UK 100 and D30 all still bubbling up. So you should be making some profit because this meeting is going to be starting anytime soon. And once that is, then you probably will stop the uh Hello, anybody? Can anybody hear me? And oh boy, do you know, I actually gave out trades around to this thing and nobody can hear me. So nobody took advantage of the trade I gave out and nobody said anything. Hi. Oh boy. Kai. Oh, I'm so sorry. I around for those that joined early, I gave out trades that you should have taken advantage of. I said as at 250, sorry, 150 when we joined, I said buy on gold, buy on US 30, buy on US 100, and most of the indices, I actually said the buy. Nobody heard that. Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. We said audio just restored. It means the audio was actually available before, but then it got lost and then it just restored. Is that what you mean? Okay, you said we barely heard the US that, but I hope you heard it. I hope you heard it. Oh wow. I really hope you heard it because it was a it was a juicy trade. But it's fine, it's fine. There is always another. Hello, can anybody hear me now? Okay, I think he's back. Sorry about that. I think it could actually be network, and I don't know what's going on. Why network choose to disturb at this unholy hour? All right, so just before we go ahead, let's just quickly look at some fundamentals that are coming out today, or some fundamentals we already saw. All right, so let's just take a look at some of the fundamentals. Going straight to your Forex factory, I already told you that as an analyst or as a trader, thank you very much. The very first thing you should do before starting up any trade analysis is that check your news. All right. You can always check the news. There is never you cannot say that okay, I've already checked in before and I don't think it's good to check again. Or maybe I checked on Monday. I don't. So this is not the only platform that you can make use of uh that you can see the calendar. All right. You can get the calendar from different other platforms. You can get it from investing.com. You can get it from livetrading.com. And these are some of the places that you can actually get calendars like this. But of course, Forex Factory is actually the most easiest and of course the simplest to use. So you can always make use of this every single time and be able to get the exact or the perfect um, details that you've got here. All right. So just going forward, we've got today that is on Monday, August 7th, on 7th, you have CHF, their foreign currency reserve came out around 8 a.m. All right. This particular news is already out. Of course, it was they increased their interest rate. Then Bank of Canada is currently having their bank holiday Of course, today is a Canadian public holiday, so you can check out the details, and you know that if you check, I already told you that Canada, it's the one of the, of course, is actually being controlled. The economy of Canada is actually controlled by oil and of course other things. So if you check today, oil has also been having a little bit of a downturn. So you're not going to be expecting a lot from Canada today because of the bank. You're not communicating. No, I don't get. Said I'm not communicating. Do you mean you can't hear me or I'm not communicating? I don't understand. All right. So the Bank of Canada, of course, is having public holiday today. Then by 1:15 p.m. today, of course, it's already out. All right. The FOMC members has a speech. All right. All right. And then going forward, okay, that is basically all for today. So that is to tell you there are no major fundamentals. There are no major fundamentals coming out today. So what you're going to be experiencing more is going to be technical speech. So this particular move that you saw on US 100, US 2000, and the rest of them that I said a buy is as a result of the news that we got on this particular information. All right. This particular speech that we had from the US is a medium impact speech, but it was a dovish speech. I remember that I told you the difference between the dovish and the hawkish 2 weeks back. So it was a dovish speech. So it gave a little bit of a weakness to dollar, and it strengthened the indices. So that's what I said. Gold a buy, US 100 a buy, US 30 a buy as a den. All right, but then we're going to be taking a further look at it to see if that is still the case. So today is going to be fully technical analysis. Do you understand? And one thing you should know about technical analysis is that market is not as fast as you presumed. Fundamental analysis has a faster kind of movement, but technical analysis is not as fast as that. But of course, it actually goes, once you're able to get your technical straight, it will definitely give you the exact result that you need. Okay, so having gotten a little bit of information about the fundamental aspect, let's go to the chart itself and see what we got on our chart. And by the way, still just on a clearer note, apologies for the network glitch. I think it's not really from my end. I think it's based on the network. So requested for a change of internet. So just hopefully it's not going to happen again. All right, so let's go ahead. Now, taking a look at this is dollar index. And I'm going to say this again. One of the major reasons why we always start our analysis on dollar index is because US dollars is actually the major currency that we're looking at. Do you understand? And when we're looking at dollar index, it means that we're totally focusing on the strength of dollar in comparison with other things. And you know that when you're looking at the strength in dollar, you're looking at, of course, the news, you're looking at the technical aspects and the rest of them. And anything that's happening to dollar automatically affects most other instruments. Anything happening to dollar also happens to other instruments. So that's what we're always focusing on dollar. So for this afternoon, I am going to be going in for a further sell on dollar. All right. I will be going in for a further sell on dollar. I might take profit for the dollar. This is on 1 hour time frame. After that, I'm going to go through the 5 minutes time frame. And this particular thing, you can actually go into this particular trade with good lot size. Do you understand? On this particular one, you can go in with a good lot size, make some profits, and come out. You don't need to stay for a very long time. So I'm just going to, now, I'm actually expecting dollar to close today bearish, owing to the fact that there was a fundamental news that came out by 1:30 and it came out dovish. Do you understand? So with that in mind, I'll be going in for a further sell on dollar. So even if you have a little bit of a dwindle in this particular direction, just know that most likely it will still go in for a sell. So I am looking at dollar index to have a better, the better part of today selling. So you can go ahead with a sell on dollar index. So let's take a look at it on on 5 minutes time frame. Now look at it on 5 minutes time frame. I know it is currently resting on a support, but I still see this instrument having more of a sell. Do you understand? I'm looking at it to break below this particular support and to have a further sell. So on dollar index for today, I am going in for a sell. I am going in for a sell. Now, reason I wouldn't go for a buy is because, number one, going back to 1 hour time frame, you'll see that, okay, of course, today it already had a little bit of a push up, which I feel that this buy was basically as a recovery of this particular massive sell that happened on Friday. Do you understand? And of course, coming back today, you could see clearly that it actually had a little bit of a push up to recover this. And then from there, it's bouncing off from this particular turncoat resistance right there. And it's headed to this point. So I am expecting it to hit the low of today and even make a lower low. So with that being said, I'm looking out for a further sell on this particular instrument. And also because, of course, of the dovish statement that came out a few minutes ago. So for dollar index today, I'm going in for a sell. I'm going in for a sell. So that being said, what are we now going to be doing on Euro USD? Euro USD, obviously, we're going to be buying Euro USD. You can go in for a buy on Euro USD, take your profit at price 1.10099. Euro USD for today is going to be a buy. Now, one thing you should always know, I keep on saying this, anytime you have your directions clear on dollar index, it will help you channel your attention to what other instruments are going to be doing. Do you understand? So once you get your analysis straight on dollar index, the rest becomes so easy to analyze. So for Euro USD today, we're going in for a buy, and our take profit for this buy is going to be at price 1.10099. And if you want to make money from this particular trade, you don't need to be so much in a haste to rush out of this particular trade. Don't be in a haste to go out of the trade. So just enter your trade and allow your trade to run. Do you understand? Just enter your trade and allow it to run. So this is it, how it looks like on 5 minutes time frame. So our take profit for this instrument is at price 1.10099, 1.10099. That is where our take profit for Euro USD is going to be. So for Euro USD, what direction are we going for? We are going in for a buy. And I'm going in for an instant buy on Euro USD. So what about my favorite instrument, which is USD JPY? And of course, really knowing already that USD JPY is, of course, it's an interesting instrument, which we've always been saying. Okay, so what about the TP for dollar index? Okay, I don't think you actually trade on dollar index. That's why I didn't really focus more on. Okay, so the TP for dollar index is at price 101.762. 101.762. That is a take profit for dollar index. 101.762. That is the take profit for dollar index. So for USD JPY, going in, looking at it from 5 minutes time frame. Now, I just want to take a look at it, look at what we're seeing here. At this point, we had a little bit of a downward trend coming in here, all right? But you could see clearly that dollar index also, like we said, dollar is totally weak, all right? So with that, I think I would prefer to still go in for a sell on this particular instrument, even though I will not stay long. I will not stay long on the sell. Do you understand? I will not, for USD JPY, I'm not going to stay long on the sell. So my take profit for the sell is just at price. It's going to be on my 21 period moving average. I'm going to be using my moving average as a litmus test for this particular trade. So my take profit for the sell is 141.803. 141.803. So it's going to be an instant sell for USD JPY. We're taking our profit at this point, at this region. Let me even bring it up a little bit, so that from this point, before it gets here, would have made some good amount of money. And of course, you know that USJPY is an interesting instrument, especially when it comes to the weight quality. Now, for USDJPY is an instant sell. We are selling on an instant execution. Do you understand? Don't get yourself worked up on the current candle that is currently buying. I know that if you're looking at it, you feel that, oh, but the candle that is here is currently buying. Yes, I know. Remember that I'm a fan of a buy for USDJPY. Don't get that twisted. Do you understand? On USDJPY, I'm a fan of a buy. But for today, I will not be going in for a buy. Rather, I will be considering a sell. On 1 hour time frame, like I said, looking at it from 1 hour time frame, there is a retracement candle already forming here. I know that my IPM indicator is giving me a kind of a bullish confirmation, but there is a retracement arrow that is here, and that is what I'm actually taking advantage of. And of course, if you check very well, you'll notice that this trend is already a confirmed downtrend. All right, but of course, it's not going to stay for a long time. So with that, that would have actually given me a confirmation on this particular trade. But then let me just show you with another indicator. One of my lovelies I've got right here. Okay, don't ask me because I'm not going to give you. All right, that is just on a lighter mood though. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for. This is Monday, and for USDJPY, look at it. It is actually giving. We've had a low and a low and a low. This one is just a retracement. All right, this is just a retracement that just happened. So we've had a low, and a low. So we're still looking at for this particular trade hitting this particular weak support down here. That is what this is showing you. And look at it, it's giving you more of a sell. Now, on using the indicator right here, on 1 minute time frame, yes, we have more of a buy on 1 minute time frame. But 5 minutes time frame, we are having a sell. 15 minutes time frame, we have a sell. Then on 30 minutes time frame, we have a full sell. Like no single buy information on 30 minutes time frame. Then on 1 hour time frame, we have also more of a sell. So for today, USDJPY is actually giving more of a sell signal. Do you understand? It's giving more of a sell signal. So I'll be going in for the sell momentum for USDJPY. Do you understand? And we'll be going in taking the advantage of the sell and making profit for the sell. Okay, so even though it is currently buying, I will not be taking advantage of that. I will just be focusing on a sell. So let's go back to 5 minutes time frame. Like I said, I know it is currently pushing up on 5 minutes time frame, but that is not going to be the defining moment for me, because I know there is a resistance right at this point. So with that, I'll be considering a further sell on USDJPY. So going in back to my clear candles, for you to actually see it better. So this is actually what I'm talking about. There is a resistance right here, so I will not want to sell. So with that in mind, I would prefer to go in for sorry, there is a resistance here, so I will not want to go for a buy. So I'm going to be going in for a sell. And like I said, my take profit is going to be at price 141.822. I don't know if that was actually the one I gave before, because the first TP has gone out. But let's just use this as the take profit. So I'll be entering a sell, and my take profit is going to be at price 141.822. That is that on USDJPY. So looking at GBP USD, I will be going in for, okay, let's just take a, now GBP USD is actually almost headed to verify resistance. It almost got to a verify resistance, and even though it's still giving us a further bullish sentiment, but let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame, and also probably use the other indicator as a litmus test for this particular instrument. All right, now this is it. It's just giving this particular retracement, but do you think this retracement is actually legit? Now, a lot of traders probably would want to set up their take profit somewhere around here. Do you understand? I was actually expecting it to make a double top to this point, and of course, it's not yet over. It's not yet over. On 1 hour time frame, my IPM indicator is giving me a buy signal. And also on my 5 minutes time frame, my IPM indicator is also giving me a buy signal. Okay, so let's take a look at it with using ADX to see what we're expecting for it on ADX. Now, ADX also is actually just giving us a little bit of a sell direction, or sorry, a retracement from this buy. That is why you're seeing what we're seeing right now. All right, ADX is giving us a little bit of a retracement, but looking at it from 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes actually, you see that ADX is actually almost at overbought region. All right, ADX is almost at overbought region. Do you understand? But does it mean the trend has ended? I'm actually looking at it to still push up a little bit to make a double top around here before any further downturn. All right, so with that in mind, let's also take a look at it using this and just see just what we've got at this point. Now, on 1 hour time frame, it is giving us a sell, more of a buy. The only point that is giving us a sell is 1 minute time frame. It is only 1 minute time frame that is giving us a sell, but every other time frame is giving us more of a buy. So with that in mind, and then of course the confirmation that we've got from IPM, I'm going to be going in for a further buy on this particular instrument. So for GBP USD, pardon me, for GBP USD actually, for GBP USD, we'll be going in for a further buy, and I take profit for the buy is going to be at price. Let me just take a look at this on 5 minutes time frame. Yes, our take profit will be at price 1.27876. 1.27876. That is our take profit for the buy on GBP USD. That is our take profit for the buy on GBP USD. All right. So all these instruments, all these trades, just allow them until they give you the desired profit that you want. All right. So there is no need of just rushing in and then rushing out if you see a slight negative. Allow them to run because they are going to hit take profit. Do you understand? All right. So for GBP USD, it is a buy, and our take profit for the buy is at price 1.27876. 1.27876. Do you understand? Then going further to USD Canadian dollar, of course, if you actually bought USD CAD last week, you would have made some really good money. All right. If you bought USD CAD last week, you would have made some really good money. And of course, I think in one of those trades, we actually considered a buy on them. All right. And then congratulations to most of you that actually did that. And of course, Canadian economy, it is not doing perfectly well today, even though US also is not doing very, very well. Do you understand? So let's just take a look at it on 1 minute, on 1 hour, and see. On 1 hour, we've also been having similar kind of direction and move. Similar kind of direction and move. But the trend, to me, it is not over yet. It is not over yet. What they said is not over until it's over. I don't think the move on Canadian economy is over. All right, the sell on Canadian economy is not over. Now, this is the reason I'm saying this. If you check Canadian economy, it got to this particular verified support. This is a verified support, by the way. If you're not aware, here is is a resistance. This resistance price got here and then wasn't fully able to go above it and then started falling. So with that, I'm still expecting a further sell on USD CAD. Yes, I'm expecting a further sell on USD CAD. So with that in mind, going in on 5 minutes time frame, yes, my take profit for USD CAD is all the way down to this price level. I know you probably will be saying, oh, but then price is currently resting on this particular resistance. But then do you notice that here was a support and here is a resistance? Do you notice that price has broken below this particular structure? All right. Do you notice that price has broken below this particular structure and is right down here? So with that in mind, I'll be going in for a sell and my take profit is going to be at price 1.33477. 1.33477. But then to be on the safe side on this instrument, because of all the consolidating points, I'm going to be giving you a stop loss for USD CAD. Please don't ask me for stop loss on other instruments I've given. I didn't want to give those ones. I have my reasons. But for USD CAD, I'm going to be giving you a stop loss for it. So for my USD CAD, I'll be going in for an instant sell, and my take profit is going to be at price 1.33477. 1.33477. And my take profit is, okay, that's my take profit actually. But my stop loss on USD CAD is going to be at price 1.33673. 1.33673. That's my stop loss for USD CAD. But my take profit is 1.33477. Do you understand? All right. So that is that for this particular instrument. So going straight to one last instrument before we go to the currency pairs. One last instrument before we get to the currency pairs. That is the AUD USD. The AUD USD. I will also anything concerning the dollar. Like I said, I told you that dollar is currently weak. So anything that has to do with the dollar, I would not be considering any major sell on it. So for AUD USD, just like every other instrument, I am going to be going in for a buy on AUD USD. I'll be going in for a buy on AUD USD. So if you're on dollar index, I believe you should already be on profit. Said XAU USD. I believe that is gold, if I'm not mistaken. When we get to that point, you will get the analysis on there. Okay, thank you. So I believe you should already be on profit on some of the trades that we gave out. And then, like I also said, AUD USD, I'll be going in for a further buy too. I'll be going in for a further buy. Now that brings us to gold, but then I'm going to be starting it with US 2000. I'm going to be starting with US 2000. Of course, that US 2000, just like every other trade, because of the weakness in dollar, Somebody sent a message right there saying that he is on a negative on US 100. I don't know. If you, of course, you guys said you didn't hear me when before the meeting started, but that was actually when I gave you a trade on this particular instrument. But then you should try to just hold on a particular trade. Okay. All right. So let's continue on US 2000. All right. So for US 2000, like I said, following to the fact that you can actually see on 1 hour time frame that there've been a little bit of, look at it, it bounced off from a proven support this morning. This particular instrument bounced off on a proven support this morning. And looking at this with this particular indicator, let's just see what we've got here. Do you understand? You could really see that you have more of a buy. Look at, you had a bullish engulfing right here. Now you now have a price piercing just about some few hours ago. This is on 1 hour time frame, by the way. So you could see that the buy momentum on this particular trade is bigger and better. So you actually have a better opportunity to buy and make profit from the buy. So for US 2000, I am totally going in for a buy. What I'm just going to do is that I'm going to be giving out the entry using this particular indicator. Yes, I'll be using this indicator so that I'll be able to give you a good stop. Oh boy, I could barely see the price levels. Okay, fine. I think I can see it now. All right, so I'll be going in for a further buy on this particular instrument. Okay, sorry, pardon me. I'll be going in for a further sell just for on 5 minutes time frame. I forgot I was actually on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so I'll be going in for a sell on this particular instrument on 5 minutes time frame. All right, so the same thing. Let's check other time frames, other instruments, and see. For US 30, I'll be going in for a further buy. I already told you about that even before the meeting. Okay, so for US 30, you can go ahead with a buy, and US 100, you can go ahead with a buy on US 100. US 30 and US 100 is a buy. Gold also is a buy. Please, for gold, please don't sell gold. Gold is a buy. US 30 is a buy, and US 100 is a buy. So you can go ahead with a buy on all these instruments. I will not be selling gold, even though you might likely going to be having a little bit of a downturn for this instrument. But for this afternoon, US 30, I'll be buying. US 100, I'll be buying. But US 2000, I am not going to buy. I'll be selling my US 2000. All right. So US 100, US 30, I'll be going in for a buy on them. But for US 2000, I'll be going in for a sell on US 2000. And the question is that, will the trade still continue? Yes, the moves are still going to continue. So if you want to take advantage of them, you can actually go ahead with the trades. All right. So for US 2000, I'll be going in for a further sell on US 2000. At least you've had a little bit of a retracement. So this retracement point, you can just go in with a further trade on it. Do you understand? You can just go in with a further trade on it. Then US 100, yes, I'll be buying on US 100. I'll be buying on US 30, and I'll be buying on gold. I told you I'll be buying on gold. Asking about DE30, we don't do analysis on DE30 during the afternoon session because it doesn't have a good volatility during this time. So please, we don't do analysis on DE30 at the time. Okay. All right, so like US 100, US 30 rather, I'm still going in for the buy. I'm still following the buy. So if you're here to enter the buy, I'll still be going in with it. For US 100, yes, I'll still be going in for a buy on US 100. I know that there've been a massive retracement on this particular instrument, but I'll be going in for a further buy also. US 2000, I told you that I'll be selling, right? Yes, I'll be selling the US 2000. I believe if you actually did that, you would have already made some good profit, but then I will still be going in for the sell. All right, so we don't do analysis on DE30. We don't do analysis on oil within the period. But I only said that if you join on time and I'm on a trade, and if I am on a trade, I could actually give you the trade I am running before the time. So for those that joined early, I told them, okay, they can go ahead and buy. You can go ahead and buy the indices. But most of you said you didn't hear me. So I said, okay, fine, apologies. We'll continue with that for tomorrow. So if you join on time, I can always give you the trade I am currently running before the meeting, right? I said that, and I've actually been doing that. Okay, so but if you join exactly 2 p.m., okay, don't be expecting any further push up. Just follow the direction that the market is already going. Do you understand? Yes, I said a buy on US 30. Yes, I said a buy on US 30. I said a buy on US 30. So let's quickly check the agro commodities. If you notice very well, for the period, for some of the trades that we took last week on agro commodities, it was mostly a sell. I don't know if you remember. Most of the trades that we took on agro commodities were mostly sell trades. They were mostly sell trades, and of course, that is actually because of the direction that this instrument has been going for the period. So if you zoom out a little bit, you will discover that this instrument has actually been on a sell direction. It's been on a sell momentum over the period. And of course, it is still going to be continuing. Do you understand? It is still going to be continuing. So for wheat, I'm looking at a further sell on wheat. So even though the fundamental the news came out, or even though the market opens and it starts up with a buy, just know that it eventually is going to have a further sell. Do you understand? Even though the trade starts up with a buy, know that sorry about that. Know that eventually it's going to end up with a sell. Do you understand? So especially for wheat and for soybean, especially for wheat and soybean, you're going to be experiencing a further sell on these instruments, right? So with that in mind, once this particular trade comes out, we are going to be going in for a further sell on them. But though I've not, of course, I can't say the direction of the gap, but I'm just saying that I'm going to be going in for a further sell. Oh, perfect. Even see, it's even had a gap down. So soybean had a gap down. Let's check our corn. Corn also had a gap down, and wheat also. Let's check on wheat. Wheat also had a gap down. So for agro commodities, I am going in for a sell on agro commodities. I'm going in for a sell on agro commodities. I'm going in for a sell on agro commodities. Now, all the three trades actually had a gap down. Every single one of them had a gap down. So I will be going in for a sell on agro commodities. All right. So I will be going in for a sell on agro commodities. So of course, and I said that this particular, I am expecting this to even have a further sell down. So agro commodities, if you actually entered any of them, you should have already been on some profit, but it will still go down. It will still sell. It will still have a little bit of a downturn. So for agro commodities, you're going to be experiencing a further sell. And of course, I told you that Euro USD, okay, Euro USD already got to take profit point. USJPY is still going to be going down. GBP USD, of course, almost at TP point. Then USD CAD is still coming all the way down. Then what's it called? The AUD USD, of course, is still going to be pushing up. So even though the trade, the move has not ended yet, so it's still going to continue. And there is no fundamental. Trust me, there is no fundamental that I can say that okay, I should okay, so now when do we know when to follow the gap and when not to follow the gap? Okay, let me just answer the question before ending the meeting. I told you that or for the gap, if you want to follow the gap, you're looking out for when the market opens, right? When the market opens. So once the market opens, if all of them has a gap down, if every three of them has gap down, just enter sell on any of them or three of them. Do you understand? So if you're trading it and then three of them has gap down like they did today, you can follow the sell, you make profit. If one has a gap down, then the other one has a gap up, and then the other one does not have any gap. What you just do is that go to the trend, check the trend of three of them, and then follow the trend itself. That is the best way to actually do that. Okay, and this one, three of them has a gap down, and the trend is a sell trend. So do you see why I'm so much confident that, of course, I said a sell. Three of them had a gap down, and three of them are all on a downtrend. So a sell on this particular trade are very much okay. Okay, one said, I'm not following. Okay, if you're not following and probably you need a further clarification on how this work, just contact your account manager. They'll be able to fill you in on all our all the trades. What I mean by 3 of them is the wheat, corn, and soybean, wheat, corn, and soybean, wheat, corn, and soybean. All right, so Mr. Chichoke, you can just contact your account manager for details on all our online trainings and webinars and every other information you'll be needing on either on agro commodities or any other trading. Because if you've not attended our live sessions, or if you've not attended our physical classes or any other of our online classes for training, you might not really be able to get this part very, very well. All right. So don't rush in if you've not really done this before. All right. Okay. So all right. Thank you, everybody, for today's meeting. Thank you for joining us. See you same time tomorrow. And same link, by the way. Same time, same link tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.